Oh, how can I get through? Tell me, baby, please. How can I get through to you? With every step you take to, I keep reaching out to you. If I go left, then you turn to the right. I'm walking in darkness, bring me into the light. Just why can't you give me a chance? You keep running away from me. You keep running away from me. Yeah, baby. Ooh, baby. Woo! How can I get through to you? Ooh, I just want one chance. Tell me how.
What's going on? Good morning. Senslum, what's going on, man? How are you? Yeah, dude, go ahead and submit your post and everything for your city, and hopefully we can go ahead and take a look at them. I wanted to go ahead and take a look at everybody's cities if I could, just to see what I may still be doing wrong and different things. And what I wanted to do today, though, was to get into a new city build. I know that there was a lot of things that messed up in the other city. There's probably things that I didn't have set up correctly throughout. So that's probably what I want to go ahead and take care of now, is just build a new city with some great stuff going on. So I appreciate you guys joining in. I hope you guys enjoy the live stream. Give me your input and stuff while we're going through, and we'll go from there. Monetary reward style and everything. We got loan limits. I don't want to struggle. We just want to build the best city that we can. You're not going to learn what you're doing wrong from mine. I'm a noob. Ah, no, dude, it's all good. It's all good. We'll learn some stuff. I'm just trying to see what ones I want to do. So we have custom maps and stuff, and I just downloaded one. This is the Forest Flatland, and I think this is the one that I'm going to go with. The buildable area is crazy. It's a lot of flatland, so I think it will be easier to go ahead and do what I want to do. And we're going to call this Vanguard, and of course it's on easy and stuff. We don't want to have terrible times here. Let's get this started going through. But I appreciate you joining in, Senslum. I do appreciate it. Just going to have some fun here. Normally I post some videos on this stuff, but today I think we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. So this map, completely flat. Loving it. But I also liked the amount of water and stuff that we have going on. I believe that there should still be outside connections. I don't know why that just deleted your message there. I've been considering starting new cities with unlock all unlimited money off because it's a pain. See, if you do unlock all and stuff and unlimited money, it actually it makes like your demand really low, and the demand does not work through good. There's tons of rocks and stuff over here. Okay, so where do we want to expand from? This looks like it's supposed to be the starting point, which kind of makes no sense because this is the starting block that it gives us. So it looks like we're going to have to build off of this. Is this a 2-lane road? It is. Okay. So let's see where we want to go from. This is just a train. That's train bridge. Okay. So let's just make something simple here. I apologize for that timing you out there. Unlimited money off, but unlock all on. See, unlock, maybe it's unlimited demand or something. I don't know. There's a setting in there. Yeah, I don't know why it said that your message was too long. That's kind of weird to me. But let's start out with something simplistic here. Do we want to start over here, over here? We want to start here, but I want to go this way because we're going to have low density and stuff that we're building off of here. And it's kind of not what I want to be. This is just going to be like a normal cross path, isn't it? Just normal cross path here. And I don't know, honestly, probably not a 4-lane if I'm honest. We're probably going to want to do, not a 6-lane I mean, we'll probably want to do a 4-lane out of this. Just straight off. And grid this as best as I possibly can for a normal neighborhood. We want to keep this a little bit away from the highway. This is going to be basic stuff right now just so we can get leveled up in some extra money. So not going to be anything too crazy. Thank you guys for joining in. Don't forget to hit that like button. I do appreciate all the support recently. You guys have been awesome. And give me some tips that you guys are thinking of while I'm going through here and trying to create this. Right now I'm just trying to do a simple, very simple neighborhood. I got some stuff that I want to do out here. Starting is always the hardest part. Gotta do some more work, so I'm just gonna lurk and listen. Yeah, dude, of course, I appreciate it. Let's see. Extend that out. I don't think we need a ton of this demand as it's sitting right now. We're gonna get some low density in here. And commercial zones, as always, I try to keep them on the road frontage. We don't want anything too big, so we're going to keep those smaller. And we also got to check out which way our wind is blowing. So let's see here. Where is our... Oh yeah, we don't have any water connections or anything right now. Okay. There's no outside connections from this bad boy. Do we want to do a water tower? Or a groundwater pumping station? So there's groundwater up over in here. And where is our sewage outlet going to be? Really don't have a lot of... I mean, we could probably just do this. I mean, it's a little cheap that I'm doing this, but we're not trying to be playing the game on hard here. We're just trying to make something realistic. So let's cut that down that way and bring this back in. We'll just connect this bad boy right here. And now let's see what we want to do with water pumping station. It's probably going to be our best bet is the water pumping station. I'm actually going to set it down over in here. Well, I hope that's a good spot to set it. Wind blows this way. So honestly, our industry area should be over here. So that was actually a worse spot that I could probably place it. We're probably going to put it like... right here maybe? I just hate that these need a road connection to get to them. Honestly, no, we're not going to place this yet. That's not what we want to do. Let's just run this off of a water tower. And we're just going to do a small one for now. A little small town here, water tower. Does this need road access? No, it doesn't. So we can set that off in the side there. Awesome. But they're also not going to have any power. And I don't believe there's any outside source for power. There is not. So we're going to need a small coal power plant over here. Just right in here somewhere. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, it's going to be what I have to do. This guy really didn't think at all about outside connections. That was actually like very terrible on the part of the guy that created this. There's water over here. We don't want to mess with that. How can I get to you? That's 100,000. Gotta do it, I guess. And then okay. We'll get the power grid here stapled out after I get this roadway connected on the front of this. Right to there. And honestly, I understand that this probably isn't straight. But that should connect through somewhat. Okay. Does that give us enough power and stuff for these guys? Yes, it does. Okay. We're situated on that. So now we got our hospitals that we got to deal with. This is just the basics. Just so I can get things situated. Can put that there. Yeah, that was the best one to put, I believe. Just trying to conserve money right now. And now we got the landfill. Okay. We don't have any permits. Do we want to make a landfill island? Is that what we want to do? Let me see here. There's a ton of space on this island for a landfill. That would be kind of crazy, just to have a bridge going over to this landfill site over here. But I don't really find it not realistic. Let's see what we got here. Because I know that this is, I believe in New York they have an island that's literally a trash island. So, definitely not like it hasn't been done before. So we have that there. But we gotta remember that this has to be like a normal bridge because I believe that we have. No, they can go around this island. They don't have to go through there. So this can be just a normal bridge crossing here. We don't really need anything crazy on road-wise. And let's see what we can do here with a bridge. Truss bridge. We could do a drawbridge, 2-lane drawbridge across this. Yeah, so we will overmake power, but to my knowledge, I have no way to export because there's no exterior lines coming off of this. So this might actually be something that gives me slight issue here. Do we want to do a suspension bridge, a truss bridge? Like, this is low to the road. I feel like doing a drawbridge might be cool, but I feel like it's not. I feel like yeah, it's not really placing the drawbridge portion. Like, where would it open up at? We got a cover bridge that we can do. Well, we don't want to. Like, this is just going to a landfill. I think this is a little over the top for a landfill, doing a suspension bridge crossing this. Just a normal truss bridge might be the way that I go. We can definitely upgrade that in the future. It's not even like you see any of it anyway. I honestly might want to go higher off of the water than this, because I feel like that is a little too low. So let's take this here, and we're gonna quarter step it. Maybe 5 or 6. What's the grade on that? Yeah, that's not too bad of a grade. Just something right like that. Straight over on a truss bridge. See, I don't think it makes sense having that truss bridge there. Oh, and there's no replacement door on that? That one's a replacer, this one's not. Okay. So let's just leave. That doesn't make sense having that truss bridge there. It does not make sense at all. Let's run a drawbridge and see if this works out. That wasn't lined up straight on there. There we go. And I honestly don't know where this opens up, but I think it looks the best out of all of them, so we're going to stick with it. And then we need to come down. Okay. So that comes over that way. Still got this to take straight out. And maybe upgrade that at a future point. I sort of want to get that in line with this as much as possible. I think that's actually pretty decent. If I take a 90-90 out of here and do that, okay, that should work fine. 90-90 out of there. There we go. Okay. So that sort of works in the way that I wanted it to work there. So that should take care of our garbage needs that doesn't have water or power to it. Just water. Right? Correct? Yeah. Okay. We're good. So got that little portion situated, and we're starting to get some medium density needs. But we're not going to really work on those yet, because that's going to be across the street on the other side. But again, I hope you guys are doing good today. Thank you guys for joining in. I really appreciate it. And like I said, give me any tips or tricks that you guys may have, and hopefully we can make a better city than what I was making before. Because we did run into some issues, and I'm willing to take some feedback. There we go. That's too short. That's not long enough. Oh, we were just slightly too short. Okay. So that will allow us to fill in the rest of these spots with some housing. And we need some jobs for these guys. In our industry section, although it's pretty close over here, I think we're going to be able to make something very nice out of this. So I think that we'll end up being able to get a train line rolling through here pretty easily. So either on the back side or on the front side of this roadway, I think we'll be able to get a good a good lineup on that. Sorry, I just got a notification on my phone. I don't know if you guys are into sports or anything like that, but the defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys, Marshawn Kneeland, died last night. And he just had a recovery, blocked punt recovery on Monday Night Football against the Arizona Cardinals, where he scored a touchdown. And they just updated it and said that he died from an apparent gunshot wound. So that was something new there. Wasn't really expecting that to be the reason. Okay, so we need to make room here. We need to make room here to make sure that we're able to get a train station in over here. And I don't got any of this unlocked yet. So we'll keep these roads very basic here. And I gotta remember that we do have ploppables. So we can make special stuff if we want to make some special stuff. And we should make some parking areas as well for these guys. Oh, we don't have any of the parking. That's all stuff that we need right away, so I'm fine with unlocking all that. And we're looking at, I don't know if it's a large one, moderate sized parking lot. Should take care of what those guys need. Just small town USA here. I don't know if we want to overpopulate the neighborhood here with commercial buildings yet. Let's see if we can get... I did not want those to dial up on that right hand side. We need to make sure that we leave some room for parks as well. I don't think we have any unlocked yet. We won't for a while. I'm also realizing that we have that there. You guys probably couldn't hear the game at all. Now you probably can. Oh, we're already getting Water facility overload. Usage 100%. You're telling me that that's already maxed out. Okay. Should have just built this in the first place. And get a little road here. And I want to say, is this on the right? No, that's the left that we need that. Oh. Okay. Hold on 1 second. That's one thing that's hard about doing these spots here. And that's the wrong side. There we go. Okay. Needed to make sure that we still were able to place that on the road there, but I wanted to have a key wall, and that's going to be on the right side now. Yes, it is. And again, that all of a sudden gets it so it doesn't have, and that turns that whole piece into that. Okay. Not what I want. So let's take this. Try that again. Okay. Now I need to it keeps highlighting it, but it just wants to. Okay, it's far enough away now apparently. That doesn't really work for what I wanted to do there then. But we'll have to make something work. We'll come out to here and do that. And maybe get a little bit of height to this. Get some height to that edge wall there, as that will run across over that way. That connects in as such. And then this will have connection to get down into there. Like that from that main road. So we're getting a small layout here. I don't know if this is all going to stay 2-lane like it is right now, but it may. This probably won't be a heavily populated area. I'm thinking the heavily populated area will be over here or in this section, but we'll see. We might end up making this heavily populated. Where do we want to go from here? I know that I want to do a key wall across the whole frontage of this. Just dialing it out. So that's going to be on the left-hand side. And we're going to have to, of course, terraform. But we will figure it out. Okay, so that has a little bit of height to it, which is what I was looking for. I wanted a little bit of height. And I want to terraform this out so it's down lower. So we're just gonna shift that out of there. Right like that. I think these just make the towns and stuff just look a little more designed. Maybe I'm very basic, but I definitely think they definitely make the towns look a little more designed. And we can still soften this terrain and make it all look good once everything fills in. And let's delete these trees that are out here in the water now. Got tons of them out here. Okay, there we go. So we got rid of that. We got the key wall up front. And we got our little town stretched back here, 2-lane highway coming through. This is definitely going to have to be, if this is the only in and out, that's a little absurd. We're definitely going to have to upgrade to that at some point. There's going to have to be a change to that. This map's nice because it's very flat and easy to build on, I guess, but there's only one road that stretches through it. And then you got the train tracks and stuff as well. So the quicker that we can unlock some train tracks and stuff will probably be the route that we go. But I'm going to continue with a very basic... Oh. Just going to continue with a very basic neighborhood. And I always forget to change that stuff. And I think it's starting to get to the point where we have to dial down one. Okay, let's get this stuff filled in, see if this gets us enough to hit on to the next. And I wonder if I should be doing the southwest towns, because I feel like these might look a little bit nicer in this area. And then, where's that start? Right there. That's going to create a long building there. Okay, wasn't expecting it to turn that way. And then I'm wondering if, because I gotta expect to expand this, because this is not going to be able to handle the amount of traffic that we need it to handle once we start getting some people moved in here. And we do need a cemetery as well, and I feel like this might, oh, it's just too wide. Like, could this be a Grand View cemetery? So if I were to place the cemetery here, you would be able to overlook the landfill. Might be one of the best decisions I've made. Or could we set it somewhere like along the water here? Something like this. Yeah, because this is probably going to be a more populated area over here. And we don't really want to make it on a corner. I'm honestly going to set it there. That's probably going to be the best spot that I can get it. Okay. It's a small neighborhood. Key wall starting out up front here. We're going to get away from the key here at some point. Let's take a turn on this. And then duck down to 0 level, and then take the key off of there. Okay. So we have that front facial wall put in. What's going on? Can you make a ground metro like tram but not tram? So I have, once we unlock that and stuff, I'll be able to show you. I do have like a Grand Central station that I could put something like that down. Or you asked me to custom put one together, because I do have a Grand Central station that we're going to be using. I have a custom airport that we'll be putting down as well. But what I'm looking for, or what you're looking for, might be different than what I'm thinking. So once we unlock that and stuff, we'll be able to go through that. So just stick with me here for a second until I can get that stuff taken care of and unlocked. And I don't know if I want to put those people that close to the highway, but if they'll live with it, they'll live with it, and I guess I'll be fine with it as well. And we just need a little bit more, probably industrial zone down here. But we got to make sure there's gonna have to be a train track or something that rolls through right here. Either that or it's gonna be the backside. The backside might be easier for me, so we might just stick out with that. Road builder mod is activated. Yeah, I got the road builder mod. So you're wanting me to do something up in here with the stuff in here. So you want to do a tram. Let me see what we got here. A tram divided road we got there. We got 2 central train tracks on that one. That's a center boulevard. Let's see what we got. So this has trams on the side with parking on the middle. This has trams in the center with lanes. 6-lane road, but the middle 2 is the one for the metro. Okay, yeah, so we got, we have this one here that we could do. Let me see if we have any other ones. You may be... Let me see. What do we got here? I'm just letting this stuff load in. I know that we could probably custom make ones, but pre-designed ones are pretty nice as well. So yeah, that looks like the one that we're looking at was the one that this one here. So something like this. It would have 6 lanes with that. This is going to be something that probably goes in over in this area. So that will be a little bit later down the road. Once we get that stuff unlocked, I don't have any of it unlocked right now because we just started. Oh, okay. So we have small village. We'll be able to get that unlocked now. So let me take a look at that here shortly. Do I want to take something over there? I'm not 100% certain. This is a nice bridge. What bridge is this? It's probably something I don't have unlocked yet. Okay. We'll get that put down there. And then let's go over to... No, we still don't have this stuff unlocked. We need Grand Village. Okay, so for right now, that's still off the table, so I apologize for that. We will eventually get to it. But we got our schools that we need to figure out. And how do we want to set these up? We got Northeastern. Is there not? That's one thing that was sort of upsetting with the Southwestern pack is that they didn't have um, an elementary school or high school or anything. Like you got the urban and stuff, but you got the modern stuff as well. Community elementary school? Aren't they all community schools? No clue. But we got the Northeastern elementary school that we could do. And we would probably place it somewhere in here. And I want to make a... So, like, I can place down the elementary school and the high school and stuff, but I want to make it that it's like a campus section for those schools. So I don't want to make something very minimal. I want to make something that actually has some value to it, if I'm honest with you. And I'm wondering if we should... That's very tight. That's 17% grade. That's way too much. I wanted to get another road to come across this highway here, so as to allow us to connect in, so it's not just one road going back and forth, but I don't want tons of cross traffic on that. So we got large roads, roundabouts. We don't really need any of that stuff. Okay. So let's see what we got here. We have a truss bridge, which I feel like is something that should be way higher in the air. These are cool. This is a cool bridge. Now, should it be a 2-lane highway? I don't believe so. I don't think that that needs to be a highway. We have those bridges around where I live and they're not highways. So it's kind of... There's a 4-lane arch bridge, 4-lane truss arch. But this is something that I would really... Like if we had something go from like here over. And what's the height on this? Like just a, that's that's kind of absurd how large that is. It's very much kind of absurd how large that is. What about this one? So that's a double arch, but see that doesn't allow me to cross the traffic like I was like to. But here, we need to make this so it's not. So we need to get 16 that way. 16 that way. And that allows us to get this, which allows us to place a bridge that would be directly centered over the top of this. I really like that bridge. That bridge is very nice. And we don't want this to just be something that somehow randomly got placed up. We want to shift this terrain tool. We want to take that brush strength down. Maybe put it up a little bit. There we go. Terraform that a little bit more. Okay. There's that. And then let's soften this. Okay. And then we'll be able to drop this down to normal height, 4-lane road. And actually, we want to... Let's quarter step this so I can... There we go, quarter stepped it down. So we got that road that goes up through there like that, and that is not straight somehow. Awesome. Okay. Then we'll do the same thing over here. So let's shift this up a little bit. There's somehow water here now. I have no idea how there's water there. Like what? Okay, it's gone now. We have situated the issue. The water is gone. Oh, there's more water over here. That's so weird that it's doing that. Why is it doing that? And then let's pop this back down over like that. So that gives us a nice little bridge crossing there. I just didn't want to make it that this was... Did that not come off there straight? No, it did. Just like that. Okay. Okay, that's not bad at all. So there's our crossing path. So I'm guessing the school's going to be in this area then. That would make the most sense to me. And then we'll take this 2-lane road from there. Cross it over. Get this guy crossed over as well. Awesome. So we're starting to get somewhat of a layout here. I really do like this bridge. And I actually want to do... That would be... Yeah. I like that idea. Okay, I'll keep that to myself, but I'm gonna like that idea there eventually. Now let's take elementary school here. We're losing money. How much money are we losing? $964 an hour. Not bad. Small high school here. Small elementary school? No, that's a small high school. Those are two completely different buildings. That shows that, and this is a square. Small school? Okay. Small high school. Oh, right here is a Southwest Elementary School. Okay, this might be what I'm looking for. The high school needs to set back in here, though. We need room for a ballpark and stuff. I'm thinking that the elementary school sits here, the high school sits over here. There's the sports fields in this area. So let's take this. It's not going to be centered. It's going to be off to the left slightly because there's going to need to be a road that goes right here. So we'll have this little road that goes down, and that's going to give us the road for the sports fields and stuff that are back here. Does this have an expansion to go with it? Oh, it does. And then, oh, that's expensive. That other one was $5,000. Okay, so we'll leave that. That's an annex building. School extension with additional 750 student capacity. So that's something that could go like over here on the other side. Well, that's elementary kids. You don't really want them crossing the road, so we'll have to watch what we're doing there. Now, I already had one of these unlocked. Yeah, a tea salon with a beautiful terrace welcoming you to everyday breakfast, lunch, and afternoon treats where you can sip on a variety of teas and other refreshing beverages while basking in the lovely atmosphere. That seems like something that would have to go along that front road, so we'll explore that future at some point. Just very basic neighborhood here. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I feel some way. Don't need any of that. I would love to get that stuff situated. Is this still being overworked? 99% usage. Oh yeah, because we placed that in. I'm an idiot. Okay. So there's the elementary school. We got these guys here. I wish there was a way for me to connect this neighborhood to the other side, but I don't think there is going to be. So what I'm actually going to do over here, and I believe this is one of the things that I do like about these net lane tools and stuff. We have the fence net lane tools. So there was one thing in City Skylines 2 that, I mean, City Skylines 1 that I really liked. If we were to go to the highway section and we were to do the 2-lane highway, like this one, you could make this that it had retaining walls on it. Now when you do retaining walls, they're under the ground. So like that doesn't make sense for the retaining, like that doesn't make sense. The retaining walls that I'm looking for are the ones that go up along the sides of it. So what I'm going to do with the net lanes in this case is I'm going to put up a, like one of these sort of, how tall is this bad boy? Yeah, like that. This would make it look very nice. So we'll just roll that down the road. And like that makes sense to me. This is a wall that's supposed to be blocking sound, and it just makes sense. So we'll take this down the highway. And then this starts to curve in some weird ways. We almost passed the neighborhood. That makes sense to me. That's what I'm looking for whenever it comes to. I don't like cops because my driver's license is not enough for my motorcycle. Oh. So you don't have a motorcycle's driver's license? Is that what you're saying to me? And Streamlabs is going out of control here. I don't know why it's posting every 5 seconds. I gotta look into that. I apologize for it being annoying. I guess we can get some homes right here. Nothing too crazy. We'll get those put down. I think these just look more like normal homes and stuff than these. Like these are, I don't know where this is the normality. This is the normality from where I'm at. And I'm not in the southwest. I'm in northeastern area. Sound barriers are under the road tabs, and then click on the wrench tab to add the sound barriers. What? Road tab. Oh my gosh. This guy is a genius. Okay, I think it's probably because I have those on there. So let me see. Okay. Oh my god. This guy's an absolute genius. I honestly did not know that. So thank you a lot, CMD. I appreciate that. You are an absolute legend. I can get rid of my dumb wall now. Maybe I can't. Oh no. Let's see here. What is making that noise? Is that the water tower? Don't roads. don't think that we can get rid of that now. There we go. Did that we get rid of all of it? No. So I had to click on remove sub elements. Okay, awesome. Got that situated. I just wanted that sound barrier there because I know eventually that they're going to they are net lanes, using net lanes to remove the fence. This dude, I need you with me all the time, man. I need you with me all the time. So I need the parks, but we're going to put something here. Soccer field, football field, something like that. Or not. Sorry. I used the what was that? Used the removed the sub elements. You okay, the net lanes. I see what you're saying here. Wish the stream is a bit more quality. Looks blurry when I watch on my 4K monitor. No biggie. I have it coming out at it should be 720p. I mean 1080p. I believe that's what it's coming through. What you're probably seeing now is just the overall settings from the game. For some reason, I'm running on a Ryzen 7 9700X with a 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte card. I can't get it to not be blurry when I zoom out, no matter what settings that I change. So that might be what you're realizing and stuff. It probably looks a little bit nicer whenever I zoom in. Static Green, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good today. Okay. So, I don't know if we want to start putting some stuff up here. But the medium density, I feel like we could put it along this front water route. I'm seeing 720 on YouTube. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Because this is, I have this all set up for 1080p. I apologize for that. We'll get that situated on the next stream. I apologize for that a lot. Yeah, I have it. I have everything. I thought I had everything set at 1080p. I apologize. We will get that situated next time. I just suck. Should we do? Because the most that this is going to get is medium density over here. This is not going to be a high density area. So, thank you, Bane. I appreciate it, my man. I think that we're going to go with the medium density along this front here. It's just going to be... Oh, and you are going to give me a nightmare here. Okay. Not enough workers, lack of labor. I don't want to build too much closer to these train tracks because they're going to be mad about that. They won't upgrade anymore. So that's something that we got to watch out for. I would like to expand this way, but I don't have any way to do so. So I think that we're going to have to get some more residential going on up in this area here. So let's take this. I do not want that to have... I don't want that to have crazy sidewalks either. I'm just ruining this whole game as I'm going along. And I think over here too, is there a way for... Do the 4-lane roads? Yes, they do. Okay, angle parking. But I believe that this is so much wider. That's what I remembered, is that it was so much wider. And it's not proportionate to one side. Okay. So if we're going to do something like that, that needs to be placed down as is in the beginning. It can't be something that's put down afterwards, because this moves right or left. Yeah, damn. Okay, not what I'm looking for. We'll have to leave that as is. But we'll have to make sure that at some point here we have roads for our commercial areas that have parking on them. I guess we'll take a switch off of that. Okay, so that will go there. This can come off of here. I'm gonna say it comes from, no, it's gonna come from one over to get that 4-lane there. Okay. And I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Don't forget, give me your input and stuff and see what we can get here. I know that we're going to still do what was that, the 6-lane road, but the 2 middle ones are for the metro. We still got to do that. That's going to be something future here, because I don't know how much of that stuff that we're going to have going on over in this area. We still don't have that stuff unlocked. Okay. And we'll go to like that sort of spot. I just want to make, like, so neighborhoods in my area. So this is the big thing too. I'm working on what I know, what I see, and a lot of the stuff that I see near me are the neighborhoods that are like, you'll have a main road, then you'll have like a little section of neighborhood that sits off of it, and it will be like a block, a larger block, a larger block, and then a smaller block with like entrance, and an entrance down on the one side. And that sits like that. That's what I build off of, just of what I see and what I know and I have lived with, sort of thing. But I know that there's a lot of different ways to do this sort of stuff that might be more beneficial in the long run. Especially because this game's really designed to be based off of building on the sort of terminology that they build with over in the UK or Europe and stuff. It's very public transit based, very pedestrian walking, like, is everything sort of nice for pedestrians to get around without using cars. I know that that's the way that this game sort of runs. And that's too far off there to the left, unless we give somebody a big backyard here. But probably not going to be what we do. So let's jump this out this way. Just right about there. But we can connect those. Don't look at that. That's bad. Okay, and then we'll get some more southwest houses in here. I like the way that the low density southwestern houses and stuff look here. I'm gonna do a park or something in this main area here. Belmont Street. How cool. Just as I was talking about places that are built by me, we have a Belmont Street. Okay, so now we are going to do, I don't know if we want perpendicular. We're actually going to do a 2-lane. So that's a 1-lane on one side. So if you do the parking, it has to be on both sides. They don't give you an ability to do it on one or the other. And again, that jumps off. Okay, what happens if I get rid of that, come in here, and I take it off of, let's not snap it. Let's just get right off the middle of that. And right into the middle of that. See, that's what I'm looking for. Whenever I upgrade, that's what I'm looking for. So that's awesome. Side crane, a good way of doing it is to get a top-down view of a city, and from what you see, build off of that. See, yeah, 720p on Twitch too. Damn, I suck at this. I apologize, guys. I didn't mean to create this monstrosity of meh. It would be awesome to do a top-down view of something, but I wanna be creative. I don't wanna pull anything from anywhere. I just wanna be creative. I watch a lot of videos on other people building stuff just to get some creativity. So I'm sorry if I upset you guys for that, but I just like my creativity flowing, and that's not going to do that. So what we have to do is get a, there we go, and that will set over for this to build there. Awesome. I just wanted some shops there. That's why I wanted that parking on the street there. And there's not even parking lines the whole ways down through. Oh no, there is. I think it's just the terrain's unlevel or something like that. It's causing it not to load correctly. So we got that there. I don't think that this layout here that we have is looking too bad. Eventually there's going to have to be another crossing street or something. I would like it to be here. Like, build it right beside these train tracks that are going. These train tracks are ultimately, like, really high. Like, this seems like a slope that you would not have for train tracks. Okay. But do I... See, the one thing about this as well is that a lot of the bridges that I like I really like that bridge being there. But like I'm sorry, that's hilarious to me. Quick tip: before you lay down buildings and such, flatten the land and smooth to build on. Soften the land. I mean, yeah, I should be doing that a lot more than what I'm doing. I just place stuff. Soften it. Okay. So let's just soften all this. Okay. And these guys just don't. Okay, so this is the situation where if I take this and I put an alleyway back here, I believe it fixes it. No, it does not. Okay. I was having issues before where the alleyways were fixing that stuff, where it's saying that it has no road access. Don't know why that occurs so much for me. And if you guys see me looking over to the left, I have another monitor up here that is showing me all the chats and stuff like that. I have the YouTube chat sitting here in front of me, but I don't have the Twitch chat. The Twitch chat is over to my right. Hopefully those build in and don't give me issues again. And I need... If you leave me now, take away the biggest part of me. Saying, baby, please don't. That's not what I wanted. Get rid of that. That should be medium density up here. Get rid of that path as well. I just like the medium density along the front of this, and then I think we grid out from back there and leave like some green space up here to do a park behind these houses. So think I'll leave that. And we'll do... Awesome. And that just kept that building and allowed it to keep it. Awesome. So I think that will be the first road that we have. This will be like a park area that we do here. We'll highlight that, and then we'll get some more gridding and stuff going on through this. Just right like that. Let me get a drink of water here. I appreciate you guys joining me today, by the way. I really do. Because I know that you guys do not have to sit here and watch or anything. And I do appreciate it. Also, if there's anything that you guys would like to see in the future on episodes and stuff on the channel, please let me know. Please, please, please let me know. I want to make sure that I'm getting some content out to you guys that you guys enjoy. Not just random stuff that I'm pulling out of my head. I have some challenges and things that I want to do, but there's also some stuff that I want to do with... Why is that? Okay. It's kind of weird that it was giving me that issue there. So we got that gridded out up there. I want to do parking stuff here too. So let's get some more medium density buildings out here. And I think we should probably take this and not an angled parking alley, angled 2-lane parking road. And can we get that so it doesn't snap? That's what I'm looking to do. Okay. Right like that. Right like that. Awesome. And then we could get some more businesses on this road. I'm also liking I'm liking a lot of the Southwest stuff from that pack. So I didn't have that stuff before because I didn't have the Ultimate Edition of the game. But with the new Bridges and Ports DLC coming out, it was sort of something that I wanted to get taken care of. Okay, so we're starting to back up. So we need to create something to get these guys moving through here quicker. We could do a roundabout there, but again, that's a highway. It's not really what I want to do. Honestly, if I really wanted to do what I wanted to do, this road wouldn't even intersect with this. What do you guys think I should do here? Now that there's a couple of you guys in here and stuff. What do you guys think I should do for this highway and stuff here? This highway rolls through. Should I pick this 4-lane road up and go over top of it again? Should I pick the highway up and go over top of it and then underneath that bridge? It doesn't really make sense if I go over top of it and then underneath that bridge. That doesn't really make sense to me. I feel like we really need an extra exit. But I would like to transform this probably into like a 4-lane 2-way highway. Something like this. coming through here. Would that be something wrong? Overpass is the best. So take the highway, lift it up, and overpass it. Is that what you're saying, Static? Just gonna see if that's. So should I leave it a 2-lane overpass over top of that, but then go back underneath this, or should this get switched? I really like this bridge. Oh, we got the Riverside Grill and stuff. So I'm guessing we're going to do. Oh, make another bridge in this spot. So take this 4-lane road and make another bridge. You're saying leave the highway on the ground, make another bridge. I'm trying. Damn it. Okay. Because I like this bridge. But there's really no way to connect. There is a way to connect. Okay. CMD, I don't know why you were timed out there. I apologize. Because the existing bridge, you would have the local go over. Okay. Okay. Yep, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys for those insights. And, like, I'm being legit when I ask you guys these things. So, like, I'm trying to do better than what we did on the other town. So all these buildings are going to go away. It's alright. I apologize. And we want to... First of all... This can just connect here. Awesome. And then that all can go away. God, it just wants to give me issues here. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So we want to take... Is this... so I would take this into a 4... Should I make this 4-lane that's going over top... It should not be another bridge like this, though. Because we can't... I would be able to merge on it down on this part and this part. But I can't merge on it in the center. So, like, I guess I could do... merge points over here. Side to side to get up to this section... Should I do another bridge like this, or should I just overpass it? Let me grab this just so I can get this situated for now. So we go from the center, and we'll go 16. Oop. I'll just be having my hand set in the wrong spot. And 16. Overpass. So yeah, it's just normal road. Okay. I can't take myself. Okay. Just the way that I did that was all incorrect, I know for a fact. I can make this really easy on myself and just do this. 16 and a half. Click right back in the center. 16 and a half. And that has things right in the center. Okay. There you go. He said, there you go. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I feel like maybe that overpass is too long, but we'll live with it, I guess. And then we gotta put this stuff back on the side of it. We'll add these lanes in first, and then we'll do this. Okay. So we need to come out from here. And then this is going to have to be... That's 9% there. I don't want that. I'm gonna take that up to 7.5. So there's that to there. I'll take this. Oh, that just automatically created the second piece there? I think I want... just like that. Okay. It's long, but it's your bridge. Build as you please. Yes, it definitely is. Okay, so there's that. Thank you for being supportive. Okay, so I want to come out of here. Just like right there. That's not really doing the same thing. Let's see here. It was probably at 5. Right there. It was like at 7. right there. There we go. Oh my god, that's way too far out to the right. This needs to tuck in a little tighter. It's still not smooth like I want it to. I guess I could use the... I need to save this before I do anything. Let's... Okay, I think that's made it worse than what it was before. I need to get out of that. I think that's too far over to the right. That's what I should have done the whole time. Okay, I'm just so over it. No, actually. Okay. Got it. Sounds great. There is that. And then this is... I don't know why that's having issues. And I don't know if we want to do anything with that or not. But that will get us some easier on-off road here. And I thank you guys for joining in. Really, I appreciate it a ton, because I know that you guys don't have to be here watching. So again, thank you guys for being here and watching. It means the world to me. And let's just get some medium density down through here. Awesome. And we got those two neighborhoods there. I want to do a park in here, I believe. I believe that's what I want to do. We need to get a police station. We're gaining some money, which is good. I didn't think that we would. What mods am I using? I am using... Oh god. Can we... So I have plop the growables. So we have static the plop the growables and stuff. So that's what the normal buildings and the buildings like this. We got move it, anarchy, the road creator mod. We have the traffic assist mod. I'm trying to think of all what I have. There's a few things I have. I'm not too all over the place with. I don't have a ton of them, but actually I do have a lot of them. I have like the better bulldozer and stuff. I have all this that you can place down, the miscellaneous net lanes and stuff like that. Decal surfaces. I have specialized parks and everything. So if we go into like the airport, I do have the so you can do like the transport blocks, and then we can do the net lanes and stuff. I also have, which I'm not sure if it's loaded in or not, but I had a custom airport, so it might be something I have to look at in the future. But I do have a custom airport. How many crashes have I had already? I have not had my game crash on me at all. Actually, I had my game crash on me one time before, but it's because I used the move it tool on something that you're not supposed to use the move it tool on. I believe it was a actual building or something like that, like a one of these I used the move it tool on. I never had a crash before, but that's the reason why I saved the game. Because I did have it crash whenever I was using the move it tool one time, but I believe it's because I was moving something that was a static. But honestly, the computer that I have is pretty absurd. So I'm playing the game plus I'm streaming it off of the same PC. Like I said, it's a Ryzen 7 9700X with an RTX 5060 Ti, the 16 gigabyte version. So it's a pretty decent build. What do we want to do for the look of the firehouse? Do we want to do this? So we got the big firehouse, we got the community firehouse that's like that. I like the southwest firehouse. Yeah, how's that look? Yeah, I like that. This pack, the southwest pack, is very much. Move it usually causes my crashes too, usually when I click undo too many times. See, I don't remember what I did with move it that caused it to have the fallout that it did, but it definitely, that was the reason why my game crashed, was because of move it. But other than that one time, I really have not had any issues with that at all. So, I guess I would consider it lucky. It's everybody coming from this way. That seems to be where everybody's coming from. So we got that there. The only other place would be is if we went across over here to do that bridge like I said I wanted to do. You'd be able to build that. We shall see. So we need that, and then we also need to get a police station down. It's probably going to be the Southwest Police Station. I really like this pack. And I believe that are the add-ons just, oh yeah, okay. So the add-ons are just on top of this one. 18,000, 32,000. Well, I don't want to get too crazy. We're minus 529 right now. But yeah, these models for the Southwest ones, like, definitely a lot nicer than any other models that I've seen. So that's what I'm going to keep with. And I think I destroyed something here. Unless I do a 2-lane road back here like this. Oh, yeah, I think that that's not going to be the way that I'm going to be able to do it. Because I wanted to put a school here. I know exactly how I can do this here. I could take that underneath here. They can go underneath the bridge on this side too. That would probably say not enough height clearance. Oh no. That actually clears it. Okay. So I could actually flip this around and do it the backwards way from what I wanted to do, which was have the school and stuff over here, but we can run the road on this side and have the school and stuff fit into this spot. I'd be perfectly fine with that. Unfortunately, it can't come out from that section, but we'll drop it down out of here like this. And that does have a height restriction there on that. I believe it's this spot that doesn't. So we need to... I see. It's dipping down underneath there is what it's doing. Because I did raise that land up. But I'm not sure if it needs to honestly connect over like that. If we did to here... No, I want it connected there. Something like that. Is that something that... I don't think that's bad. Something like that. I think that that will work. Oh god. What is going on down there? Okay. I need to soften this terrain here. Let's drop this bad boy down. Okay. Let's try that again. That was a little disastrous there. Not what I was looking for. Need to turn here. Okay. And now we can take this. And hopefully that's a little bit more smooth down here. We just won't look at it too closely. We'll remember it's like that, but we won't remember it's like that. And I think I want to put the high school down in here. So this was going to be... This is not the same thing. This small high school and what this comes out to be, that's not the same thing. Oh, this Southwest High School is gigantic. I honestly should have figured though. Those schools down south, you guys have some huge schools down that way. I will say that. 1,200 capacity, 400, 800, 800. 1,750 for that one. I mean, this might work. Does this have a field with it already? Looks like it's I don't even know, volleyball courts or something like that, tennis courts that are over on the side of it. We'll probably use that somewhere else that's not so densely compact. Unless this makes sense. We got the elementary school here. And which elementary school did we use? We used the Southwest Elementary School, which honestly isn't that big. High schools here are bigger than some yeah, you're like, I know that there's so a buddy of mine, he lives here now, but he used to actually live down in Texas for a while. And he also lived in like Akron, Ohio sort of areas and stuff like that as well. The schools down south in Texas, like those schools have football stadiums that are bigger than colleges' football stadiums. Like, you guys go all out, like all out. Like, hold on, let me see if I can do something here. Let's bump over to this screen. That's gonna say looking for a game to capture or whatever. I actually want to do a display capture here. And right? No, that's not display capturing the right spot. Okay, we'll actually do... No, we'll display capture, yeah. Let's do that. Go back over. So... Texas high school football stadium. These, like, they're absolutely this one, Eagle Stadium. They spend millions upon millions of dollars to build these stadiums. How many people can... Largest high school football stadium. Eagle Stadium. That's what I thought it was. I think it's Eagle Stadium. No, New Orleans, Louisiana. Capacity of 26,000. Canton, Ohio. Yeah, that's the Hall of Fame Stadium. So, like, of course, there's that. Memorial Stadium, Allen Eagle Stadium. How much did Allen Eagle Stadium cost? Allen High School Football Stadium cost. The original construction for Allen's High School Eagle Stadium was $60 million when it opened in 2012. Inflation adjusted cost would be $82.2 million today. Like, that's absurd for a high school stadium. That is absolutely absurd. So, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely absurd that they spend that much money on $82 million in a high school football stadium. It's absurd. But you know what? $350,000, that's another thing that's kind of keeping me away from that. We may have to wait to build a high school. We can't build it yet. I think we're too low on money. Way too low on money. So let's see if we can expand. We're gonna expand these neighborhoods a little bit more. So this guy needs to... I think we're gonna continue this out here. But this needs to 2.5. Okay, so we got that, and then this will bring over, so we'll keep that, we'll get rid of this, we'll drop that to 0. And we'll bring this road over into here. Oh, that's ugly the way that attaches. And that makes it dip down, which is something I'm not looking for it to do. So that might just be because we have that elevation change there. And we have to do something more like that. Yeah, but that's absolutely absurd to me that they spend that much money on high school stadiums. Okay, that's absolutely not correct. There we go. And that's still not... Okay, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Don't know why that came into my head. And I did try to soften that stuff, so I think that's just on me. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you are enjoying the video. I appreciate it a ton. I appreciate it a ton. We'll expand that a little bit. And we got crazy traffic booking up here. Crazy amounts of traffic. Do we want to upgrade this into a 2-lane? Oh. We'll keep it elevated. 2 lanes to the left, 1 to the right. Allow traffic just to flow a little bit better out of that. I like that. I like that. And then we need more industry. We really don't have an industry section at all. Ooh. Not what I was looking for. 'Cause if you need me, you can call me. I stay busy making money. Now this road can go the whole ways through here like this. I have no issue with that. Okay. I wish that we could expand this a little bit more, but I don't think we're going to get to today. Just getting a little section of that going on over here. And then this pretty much got a turn, and that's going to be all for that. Because I don't think, unless we lift this up, which really we can, it's either we lift that to do the bridge over this. But I like the way that this bridge is structured. I mean, it needs to be low on the edges. The only way to do this would be for this to turn, go over, but then you get stuck on this anyway, so there's no reason to. Yeah, this is just gonna turn. Awesome, I like it. This actually isn't bad. I put in a little thought into this, and it's actually not bad. Just want to refresh that there. Okay. I guess we can have some neighborhood in here. I want a straight lane. Just something small. Just sitting back in there, something small. Was that medium density that I just placed down? Yes, it was. It's not what I'm looking for. See, I'd just be building stuff for no reason. There we go. That's gonna work out a little bit better. That's such a weird text message. And I think that we're gonna put that high school here. Elementary school will sit there. High school's gonna sit here. This is just a little neighborhood that's gonna sit back in here. Some trees and stuff all around it. Like, I'm gonna densely populate this with trees. Let me take that, and I want to do 100%. Just densely wherever I can get a tree in here. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. I hope you guys are liking the way that this is turning out more than my other city was. I feel like this is a little bit more put together with what I have. Let's see what we can unlock here. Don't need any of that. Incinerator plant. So I left this open over here because I would like to do an incinerator plant over here. I think that would probably be smart. I guess we should put a parking lot over here for the workers. If you need me. Oh, awesome. That just leveled me up. Okay, so now we have an ability to unlock some tiles here. Awesome. So it had a lot unlocked for us. We need to go this way. Do we honestly really need to go that way? I think that's the only way for us to go. I need to bring a train station over into here as well, which we just unlocked that stuff. So that will probably be an easy thing for me to do here. Sorry, I keep checking something over there. I apologize for that. I feel like I might be running 2-lane roads a little too much right now, but I don't, like I said, I don't think this is going to be. That's because everybody's getting off there and going that way. It would probably be beneficial to have something, because this is the industry area. This is probably going to be beneficial to do something like this. And I know this is probably taboo or something, and I'm not supposed to do this. But if I were to get something like this that came out like this. I guess we want to get rid of that little tip there. Just for the industry area, for that to have that, I think that's a smart plan. I don't know if there's any other way to do something here, because these guys get off of here, they go over here, they get stuck down in this. What will we be looking at? It would be nice to take something off of this, rotate it around, and drop it down over there. We could do that. So if I took something out from like right here, and I started up like that, and flipped it around, and flipped it up. That's turned too tight, I believe. Let's start that over. Whole way down. And I need to go closer to the bridge. I need to come off from like underneath here. Then I need to do the half. The half. Back out of that. To there. Where are we at here? Just like that. Let's just do a basic curve. Okay, well, that's not what I want. Take the basic curve up like this, over to here, okay, let's not snap. Let's lower that down just a little bit, and then snap it into that like that. But I don't want any traffic lights here. I don't want these people crossing like that. And then I'll take the lane connector tools and we'll get rid of U-turns and unsafes and just have that as a merging lane. And there's water here again, and I don't know why water keeps showing up, but apparently that's just what we deal with now. Don't understand why that water's there. And I'd like this if it was, like I say all the time, I'd rather save this and be safe than not save it and be sorry. Just like that. Awesome. Okay. That looks really good now. Just shifted that around a little bit. I wanted to get it as tight as I possibly could. I really do like that. I think I'm getting good at this. I think I'm getting decent at this. This might be a way better situation than I ever had built in before. Okay, so we had this guy over here that we had unlocked. And there's the whatever it is. I can't say it. Tea salon. But we also had the Riverside Grill. And the Riverside Grill just seems like it should sit somewhere like this. But like there's a cemetery there. So like maybe somewhere like this. Or like right here. Trying to think. You'd have the Riverside Grill. Or would it be somewhere like there's going to be a school here. We can't do that. I think you're going to be like right in here is where your Riverside Grill is going to be. So let's pull that back out. And I think that that's going to be a great location for it. And we'll see how that does. We'll see how that does. We've been live for 2 hours now. Okay. So we got low rent housing and stuff now, which I really don't know if we have a location to put low rent housing, if I'm honest with you. We have a location where we can do, I mean, we could probably have low rent housing over in like this area here. Here or here. We definitely have a spot for that medium density, which I think that's probably going to wipe everything out that we need. And we have office spaces that we need. And where will we put an office section here? I guess you would want to be like main downtown would be your office section. But like again, this isn't like a heavily populated area. That's not what I'm looking for. So what are we thinking? I think this is going to be like the best area for it. Just to get some office spaces in it. We'd have this here too. Which like this is on the main road. And we could put a parking garage or something here. So let me see something. Let's take this. Let's go parking. And like we have, I don't know if we want like a crazy parking garage like this. Because like I said, I don't want this to be a heavily populated area. I don't want it to look like a heavily populated area is what I should say. If we just had a large parking lot, like right here at the end of the block or right here. Or like, do we have a moderate on this side and this side? So we do a moderate on this side and that side. I don't know why it made that one bigger than this one, but okay. And we'll go over in line with this one. Just like that. Just so we extend it in the same way. Make it look like it has drive-in sides to it or something of the sorts. Then we could do something in the middle of these then, and behind the offices that will sit here. So this is probably going to be the section that we do for offices here. So we'll let these guys fill in. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like you being in that spot. Okay. Okay. That looks a little bit better. So then we'll be able to, first of all, get rid of these trees. We'll place these trees back in whenever we're done decorating this section. Okay. Oh, that's gonna build over top of that. Not what I'm looking for. Gonna have to retry that. I apologize. Oh, you too. Yep. I don't know why it would even give me the option for that. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of these trees again. Okay. Now I could do something in the middle areas here. Oh, you are having the same issue. So right here, right in line with that, yep. Just gotta make smaller offices. Okay. And then we gotta delete these trees over here. Awesome. So now we're going to have we can have a path go side from side. One there. Oh. I do not like that. Why is that even a option there? I guess I didn't lower that down enough or level it out. We'll take that and we'll actually get a grass area in here. But see, those areas there are actually over top of this. And that's like the parking lot. That's the parking lot area that's sticking out of that. And there's no way to grab that either. Okay. Let me see what we can do here. I don't know probably would do here. Got some trees rolling down through that section. I wish there was a better way to connect these paths in over here. There's that walkway. That can come through like that. Get you to the other side there. That connects into those two areas. This has a crazy parking lot on it. What is this? Boot and Bug. Okay, so we got like a little park area or something. Yo, what's going on? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Gumby? GVMBY? How do you say that, dude? Is that Gunby? Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. And I think we need to start getting some bus depots and stuff going on here. We have taxis from elsewhere coming in to do our dirty work. I think we need to get our own bus depot in here. And that's going to be something that's maybe down in the industrial area. That's on a slope, so we kind of don't want to do it there. We can do it here, but we got to make sure that we don't. I'd rather intersect this 2-lane road than intersect that 4-lane road sitting over there. We can even sit it back here on no, because there's stuff that has to go here. Can't sit that there. We can have it here. I don't think that that would be a bad spot to place it. I mean, let's look at this from out here. We're going to have our industrial area down here. This 4-lane road has to continue through. This 4-lane road's going to continue through as well. I think that that would be the best spot. Cover up that 2-lane road there. Have this go around it. I think I'm okay with that. So take that and put this here. 150,000. Are we good with that? Yeah, I think we want to lower traffic as much as possible. So I think we'll take it. And we will start doing some bus routes now. So we have the office spaces. So we'll put a... I want to see where I'm putting this stuff down at. Turn down the road and it's right there. No, I don't think so. We'll have one here. I don't want this to be right in front of this parking lot, because that just will probably cause a hassle. We'll put one there. And then oh, that covers up the parking on that whole area. That's kind of absurd. That does that whole road. Okay, what if I just do a bus stop sign? That's that whole section again. Okay, I think we'll do a shelter on this side of the street. And what's going on, Cross Rider? How are you? I want to acquire this game, but I can only buy a laptop. So the big thing with this is that you're going to want a processor over a graphics card. Your processor is going to be the big thing that gets very much hit by this game. So if you can find a processor that's very well optimized in the laptop, go for it. But why are you limited to a laptop? Are you in college or something like that? Small amount of space? Because like the computer I have, I know it's gigantic in order to play this game. If you could lean towards a computer, I would buy a normal desktop. But if you're stuck with a laptop, yeah, you're just going to want to look for something that has a crazy processor. That you're probably going to be like a $3,000 laptop, if I'm honest with you, to get something that will run this game completely without a lot of issues. We'll go right in front of that place. We will go out here on that front walkway. There we go. Maybe like up in this shopping plaza. See, I love the way that those cars are parking there, so I don't want to ruin that. So like we would drop people off here. Let them walk across the street. Yeah, I'm in limited space. I do have a PC, but I can't fit it nowhere here. See, that sucks. Because like this game, like truly, if I'm going to be honest with you, this game really does need a PC to run on and function greatly. What we got here? Right outside this guy. And then we'll just have some like bus stop signs down in here. Just a few of them. And same thing over here. We'll get some bus stops. But that PC is a potato. I bought the console for the game, but I guess it's not coming out anytime. Yeah, I doubt that this game ever comes to console. The only way that I would really see this game ever coming to like a normal console would probably be if we had the next generation of consoles come out, because this is too intensive on the CPU. Like very much too intensive on the CPU. You can't really just get a normal computer even and run this game, and that's the sad part about it. So let's see what we got here. We got this here, plus we got a small bus station and stuff that we can place out. So that will probably be something that we want to do somewhere. See, this is a local bus station. Yeah, I don't think this will ever come to console. It's just too intensive. Just way too intensive. What we got here? Got this bus station. Got a local bus station. There's gonna be a school here. Gotta remember that. I mean, I wouldn't be upset with putting a bus station there. It doesn't fit this way, but it does fit sideways. Either that spot, or I wouldn't be upset with putting it here. I like it there because it's on a 4-lane. I think the console version was so unbearable that they dumped it under a rock and never talked about it again. Yeah, that's probably what it was. I doubt that this will ever have like a full console release. Okay. Let's see here. We want a... circular route here. So the big thing is that you don't want to connect your routes into where they go all crazy all over the place. You will have like this. I would like it for it to go up through here and then over here. So you got a route where that goes down, back through, and over. So then you would pick up from here. And you would go down to here, down to here. And then back over to here. So however that gets around, that gets around. And then you'll have something like that. And now we got interconnected networks. So people that are trying to get on the bus certain places. Oh yeah, because that's on that side of the street. So we'll go to there, and then to there, and then to there. And we'll go down the block, over there, back to there. Awesome. So we got a few buses out here rolling around. Why is it timing people out? Sometimes it's an endless dilemma. Sometimes I want to play, but most of the time I don't want to get involved with something incomplete just to suffer. Yeah, I mean, there's always the normal City Skylines that's on PC and stuff, but again, there's certain things that aren't in that game that are in this game, so it's the fight back and forth of what you're going with. So, I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I saved up for a while and dropped $2,000 on the computer just to play this game. To 4 or 5 years, it will turn around. Yeah, that's what we're looking for, dude. We're looking for some type of turnaround at this point. Just get that taxi station down here. Taxis are really easy to work with. Again, if I have a bus station, I probably want to put a taxi thing near it just for the fact of I don't want to open up more roads in the way that the bus stations open up the more roads. If I do, like, that's just upsetting that it takes all of that out of there. We can put that right on the corner there. Awesome, like that. One of those guys there. Out in front of this restaurant as well. Whatever that restaurant is. B&P fulfills their legal requirements of pre-sold DLC. They might end development now. So you think that they're done developing this game, that they won't do anything more with it? Or you're saying for the normal base City Skylines 2? Why is this deleting stuff? What bothers me is that they might have to spend 2 or 3 years fixing the game and also adding content similar to CS1 and never try anything completely new. See, there's things that I wish that they would bring over from City Skylines 1. Like when we were able to build the large campuses and stuff and put those all together, that was awesome. I did enjoy that a lot. There's a few things that I really wish that we could have from City Skylines 1. I think they're having so many issues that they might end all development now. Like different modes of gameplay, they added scenarios and challenges. yeah, I really feel like there's some things that are missing, but hopefully, like, the modding community and stuff continues out and keeps doing what they're doing. And I mean, without the modding community, there's a lot of things that this game would be missing. It's kind of upsetting. So I mean, I'm kind of happy for it the way that it is right now, but kind of upset because there's a lot of things from City Skylines ones that I wish they would have had to come over. They legally had to release ports, Bridges and Ports because they pre-sold it. Oh, that was with the Ultimate Edition. Okay. I see what you're saying now. Assets mods would save this game. Honestly, like, I don't know if you guys saw the video on my channel, but I built the one big, like, the baseball stadium and the football stadium in the other city that we have. And from that, I mean, like, that's something that I wish was in the game. Like, there was stadiums in City Skylines 1. Why is there not stadiums in City Skylines 2? That was something very stupid that I was like, oh, you're building a city, you would probably want this sort of stuff in the game, and it just never was in the game. Streamlabs needs to stop and calm down. I need to do something with that. Air, we need water. And we need train. And tram. Okay. We got a lot of stuff going on here. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be going for, guys. I believe that a new video just dropped on the channel, so if you guys haven't watched that yet, make sure to go ahead and check it out. Perhaps they can do 2-on-1 DLC. I swear, Streamlabs is being out of control. So they can make it more quick, or it's like City Skylines 1 all over again. Like last year's of CS1 before sequel was too great, and would be interesting to see more. I think you mentioned it earlier, but even the houses are lacking. Honestly, yes. Like, this, like, the base game models, like, what is this? Like, this is a hut. This is a hut. This isn't something that somebody lives in. And, like, I placed that stuff down in the beginning because I accidentally did it. The Southwest one, these ones are a lot nicer. I mean, they come with backyards and stuff. They fill up most of the space that you put down. But, like, I am ready for Cityscapes, because I don't know if you guys seen Cityscapes Metropolis. That game looks amazing. All I wanted was them for that, the asset editor, map editor with better tools, and open the gates for modders to shine. Honestly, very limited for modders and stuff. Like, I built that stadium. I wish I could take that stadium and upload it to the thing so you could download it. But, like, the only thing that you can really customize and download are these ploppables, which, like, we have one of them in here. Let me show you one of them. Where is it at here? I might have actually had to take it out because it wasn't compatible after the new DLC, if I'm honest with you. I had a Grand Central Station that I put in, and I think I had to take it out because of the issues that were occurring. So we got the small port, medium port, large port. And, like, where are these? Is there boat lines for here? Did I pick a map that just doesn't have... Like, this map was made after the new DLC. Just ranches which didn't come until the 1950s. Many don't fit the area that I want to build. Exactly. Vanilla assets are repetitive. Yeah. City-State Metropolis is game changer. Yeah, I'm ready for that game to come out. Like, whenever it comes out, I think we're going to have a great time. Let me see. Okay, so I can build a waterway to come down in through here. But, like, what I don't understand is, like, this was a map asset made after the DLC came out, so why did this guy not include anything for boats? Okay. So we're able to have that there. I don't think boats can go underneath this bridge now. So that's a waterway that's just wasted over there. Queen's Anne's, Craftsman, Victorian. Yeah, there's none of those. Sears catalog homes. Dude, the Sears catalog homes are like that's what built America. Like people don't realize that, but like back from like the 30s through the 60s, Sears would put a house on a train and transport it across the United States, and that's how they were expanding. It was a pretty amazing time. Let me see here. Dan, that park is way too big. That's Dan's large park and parking lot. That is gigantic, Dan. You need to calm down. This is Dan's small park. Like Dan's small park here versus Dan's large park. That's a difference. That's a difference right there. I'm trying to see what I want to do here. We might have to wait and get... Oh no, we have ability to unlock some larger parks here. Park maintenance, large parks. Sports parks, large parks. Large sports parks. Okay. I think that we need to start. Sometimes I wish City Skylines 2 is completely different from what we got. It should be more complete of content, but the basics are lacking and can't get beaches naturally, neither biomes or maps like TF3, yeah. No, I completely agree with you. I'll do a Philippines-inspired city on an island map right now. There's enough Spanish and SW-style buildings to make it work, but I need tropical plants and grasses, which we barely have any of that. And I am kind of bored of the same looking maps. Custom maps might look cool, but it needed biomes to make it more customized. Exactly. There was the one that I was doing it on. Like, this is going to be nice because this is something based off of, like, around me. But the other map that I was building on was a tropical. So there was, like, palm trees and stuff everywhere. You could do stuff with that. With this being the way that it is, like, it's flat land, tons of trees and forests. That's why I'm going with the southwestern buildings a lot. I think it's just going to fit a lot better. Let me see here. Large parks. Here we go. Grand City Plaza. That thing's huge. I just built this like slightly too small for the nice parks and slightly too big for the small parks. Yeah, like none of these are gigantic. Well, like you have these ones which are like decent size, but then you got an 18 by 18 and it's just too big. Just barely too big. Then this is way too small. It's almost turning into something like I'm going to do. I do like those passage parks. I do not have an issue with those passage parks. I do like them. I know they're basic to a point, but like they fit. Like they're made to span a correctly gridded out. I swear, the Streamlabs needs something done with it. Like, this is out of control. The way that it's just, I'm sorry that it's messing with you guys, but we're probably not going to be live too much longer. So we got those parks set out there. I guess I can do, since there's nothing that really fits in here the way that I wanted it to fit in here, we could probably do something custom. So like if I did that, and I had that come out of it, and this come out of it. Oh, that's not even connecting. Okay, there's that. Okay, so I think that's the best that you're going to get that. And then just want to delete all these trees out of here so I can set a little something up in here. So then we're going to take this and awesome. Okay, so we got something like that. This is also the thing that annoys me. Just can't do customized parks. Jesus, okay. Streamlabs is about to get murked. Swear it is. Streamlabs is just about to get completely murked. Okay, awesome. So now we could get these Southwest homes over here on both sides. Get that to fill in with these homes. Then you got this little plaza down here. And there was... No, it's in here. It's 100% in here. It is not in here. It must be in Find It. It's 18 by 18 park now. Parks. That's props. Buildings. Miscellaneous now. Park props. What about stage? So you got the stage there, but there's a stage park that I can place down there now. What about like concert? Oh, I want to do all of them. Stage. I will have to find this. Okay, here's the parks here. We got baseball, we got apex climbing. What is this? Okay. Dog park, football stadium. See, that's not a stadium. That's literally the place at your local high school that they play games at. This is not a stadium. I'm telling you, there's a park in here that is a stage. Sports complex? I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently there's not. Okay. Streamlads wants to be #1 chatter. It looks like that's what he wants. I will have to find this. I know that there was something in here that was... Like, that would be funny if we just put this in here. That's gigantic, though. Relaxation zone? Nope. Playground 2? No, not what I'm looking for. I know for a fact that there's like a thing for you to watch. Mill and dining area? Jubilee Carousel Park? See, the one thing about these, though, is that you gotta look for something that says that you can just place it down. Because if you can't just place it down, then you get locked into the trying to figure out how to select it and connect it to certain things. Yeah, I don't think that I'm going to find this here. Oh, there was something, because there is a thing that stage piece comes out of. Because that stage piece that you can place down comes off of a park or something of the sorts that has like stands and stuff around it that get placed down. But I guess I can just do, if I come over here, small curved roofless. No, those are huge. No, definitely not. No. Yeah, these are all the big ones that I used. I'm going to have to find that. Does the new park from the Ports DLC have a small version of the Ferris wheel that maybe fits there? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Let's just do Ferris. No, there's no individual piecing for it, unfortunately. That's the rough part. There's no individual piecing for it. But if we did stage and we scroll down, this, so it says stage small. Is there a stage large? No. So why does it list it like there's multiple versions of it? There's solar panels that we could put down here. That would make a lot of sense. So let's do small. Scroll Portal always to the bottom. Stage small. Those are sports. I have no clue. Maybe we could do tennis courts. Nope, see, because that needs to be placed down by a building. That's a piece that you... Here's a tennis court that you could just put down. Just like that. We'll put one there and we'll put one over here. Awesome. And then I don't know what else we could put in here. Shame they did make a proper Ferris wheel, but they kept the box of fishes and probes. I don't get it. I truly don't. Like, what if we just do court? Basketball center? No, that's a whole damn thing. Yeah, I think we're tapped out on that. This is not a stadium. I don't care what anybody says. This is not a stadium. Sports park complex. I can deal with this. It's not bad, but it's not what they're listing it out to be. A green version of that one. Of the tennis court, you're saying? Indoor community pool, that's new. Apex climbing, that's something new. Baseball field. Maybe it's a mod. Yeah, I don't think... There's the basketball court and the tennis courts and stuff, but I don't think there's a green one for that. Yeah, I think that's about... We're going to have to figure out something to put in that area, but I'm not exactly sure what we're going to put in there. Oh, and we need this post office and stuff put down in here. But I think we'll save that for another day. So, I appreciate you guys watching. Started out a little bit on this city, and we're going to continue expanding it. I'm going to go between videos and probably live streams for this. We'll probably live stream once a week for this and post videos the rest of the time. But I do appreciate you guys joining in and watching. Thank you guys for all the support recently. And don't forget to drop your cities on the post that I have on the YouTube channel. That way I can go ahead and load into them and we can explore your guys' city and see what you guys have going on. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.
How can I get through to you? Oh, tell me. How can I get through to you? How can I get through to you? When I turn up, you get